Welcome back to part 2. This is just going to ramp up from here. Let's jump in, let's cover it, let's go. Now, in the middle of all this, finally, Harry and Meghan speak out and said, we never said that original statement about how we would have been crucified. We never said anything. No, I think they did. They're just dialing back on it. Now, there's something going on behind the scenes. Back then there was, because somebody on Twitter found this comment, found something online. It was from an employee of the AP Comms agency. So why would you put something like this up unless something nefarious is happening? In the meantime, Harry and Meghan continue to put out very obvious photoshopped images of themselves. Meghan makes sure that she looks picture perfect at all times. And even the body language guy back in March when I did this original video pointed out that the first picture you're going to see is the original photo on the royal family website. And the second picture you're going to see is from the same event, and both are categorized as editorial images, as in no editing. The picture on the left was from Alamy. The one on the right was from Getty Images. Not kidding. Now, the Daily Mail. How many times have I told you guys that these newspapers are looking at Twitter and they're watching our videos and they're remarking? Well, I was just proven right, because the Daily Mail put out an article that says that royal fans are spreading baseless claim photos of Archie and Lily are faked with Photoshop, and they've used AI children in deliberately blurred video. That's right. They say a group of Twitter critics of the Sussexes have insisted that the photo is digitally altered and made the bizarre and baseless claims that the decision to show the two children from behind is less about privacy and more about them non-existing. Now, obviously, you have people who say the children don't exist, and you have others that say that they were using Rent-A-Kid for the holidays, and it's a pile-on that talks about Archie and Lily's height and hair color. But they're also saying that many Twitter users crudely marked the pictures with what they considered inaccuracy, using childlike scribbles. I have to tell you something. Just because we're able to go through the pictures and point out the inaccuracies and the fact that these pictures are photoshopped doesn't make us trolls, and it doesn't make us inaccurate. Why can't the newspapers just admit the fact that they digitally altered their photos? Because they have. When the heck did the Daily Mail become pro-Sussex? That's a little scary for me. So to the Daily Mail, you may not want to admit this, but Harry's right hand has 5 fingers and a thumb. Harry's beard is missing. Harry has a full head of hair again. Archie, who has thick curly hair, suddenly has straight parted fire engine red hair, which we know is not correct. Meghan's left arm is abnormally long. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'm not. But the truth of the matter is there are massive inconsistencies in this photo, just like everybody else has eyes, so do we. You want to call us trolls? How dare we point out that they're doing this? If they're doing this to drum up the kids, it's backfiring, because most people are so turned off by this game they're playing at this point, we don't care to see the kids. Now, on top of all of this, the newspapers are all reporting that these pictures were taken at Meghan and Harry's home, but that's not true. Do you guys remember when Meghan did her 2 interviews at the San Ysidro Ranch, and then she had this photo shoot at the same ranch? And then, of course, Harry gave his interview to Anderson Cooper and Tom Bradby. I believe his was done in I think they called it the Churchill Cottage. That's where he did his talking. Also on the San Ysidro Ranch. So here's some pictures I want you to look at. First of all, look at their card. Look at the lavender. Do you see it? I've zoomed in a little bit so you can see it. There's a lot of lavender there along the edges. As it turns out, this place is well known for their lavender. There's the entrance. Do you see it? Also, look at the tree there next to Harry and Meghan. Those are the same type trees that are planted all over the property. And then look at the edging. Do you see all that edging? And look here. It's the exact same edging. You see that? And then finally, to prove it to you, look at the road in front of Harry and Meghan. I'm sure you see the cobblestone design. That's the same design they have in their roads there. Here's the driveway from Harry and Meghan's house. They don't have that. Those pictures all came from the ranch themselves, Google and TripAdvisor. So, there's been some talk in the past that they were living at that ranch, that the house was just like a movie set. And this kind of pushes that. I mean, why wouldn't you want a Christmas card taken at your house? Why wouldn't you take it where you live? Exactly. Just as an FYI, by the way, for those of you who don't know, if you really dig into those articles, it also says that there is a private Christmas card that's going out to select friends and family, and that card will remain private. So you're not privy to the regular card, you're just privy to this one. Maybe the private card has the wording, because let me tell you something. A lot of fans are really upset over this card because of the wording on it. Because Meghan went out of her way to be baptized into the Church of England by the Archbishop of Canterbury, and King Charles gave her, I remember it was like an $800 gold bracelet with a cross on it, and they can't even put Christmas on the card. Instead, it's Happy Holidays. And a lot of people were really upset about that. But they are always trying to keep interest in the kids by hinting that they might show up at something. How many times have we heard they're going to be at Invictus? How many times have we heard that Harry's going to take them to the UK to see the family? How many times have we heard, they're going here, they're going there, they might bring the kids? So now this is their new shtick. What the articles now are coming out to say, just as an FYI, is that Harry and Meghan have delighted fans with the release of this Christmas card, and many believe it's a hint that we're going to see Archie and Lilibet make their first public appearance. Let me tell you right now, that is an absolute bald-faced lie. Remember, they keep telling everybody that they're keeping the kids private and they're not showing their faces for privacy because they don't get the kind of security that the royal family does. But I have told you also in the past that I firmly believe that they will pull those kids out when they believe it will help them make money or draw attention to something. They did it with Archie during Spotify, that one stupid Christmas, thing that they did for Spotify that got horrible numbers. They said they were going to have Archie on there saying Happy Christmas because they thought that would help bring the numbers in, and it didn't. They're saying they might attend Invictus. They can't attend Invictus at that time, February 8th, because school is still in session. Unless they plan on pulling Archie out of school. They had every opportunity to bring him before school started, but they didn't do it. So what they're saying now is that Harry is reluctant to show the children to protect their privacy and safety from potential threats. So if that's the case, there's no way in hell they're bringing them to Canada for the Invictus Games, so forget it. They will also not be bringing them to the Invictus Games either in the UK. That would be the perfect time to bring them to meet, Charles and them, but it's just not going to happen. All right, you guys, you know what to do. Put those comments down, make them good. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button and the bell for all notifications and the up thumb to help me with my algorithm. Then go down into the description box where you'll find the link to my Twitter, my Gettr, my Rumble, my email, my Patreon, which is currently paused, my Amazon wishlist, and my physical address. For those of you who have donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.